What is going on, everyone? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today I have an awesome video for you. We are taking a look at my most carried knives over the last month. And while we're getting started, let me know down in the comments what your EDC is for today. I love seeing what you guys are carrying. This list is going to consist of knives down from $50 all the way up to several $100s, so quite the variety for you today. I will have them linked down in the description and in the pinned comment in the order you see them. That way they're nice and easy to find. We're going to kick this off with a knife I picked up a couple of weeks ago, the CMB Predator version 3. These are going to come in right around the $60 price point. We're looking at 3.4 inches of 14C 28N stainless steel. Very tough, very corrosion resistant, and very easy to maintain. It is one of my favorite steels, period. We have a beautiful, versatile drop point blade, satin finish. They also come in coated blades as well, a PVD coating. You can get this in a wide range of colors: blue, red, black, green. I went with the blue and satin here, obviously. Blue micarta backspacer. We have a hidden lanyard post, steel liners that have milling for weight relief, and then we are looking at a deep carry clip that is reversible and it's recessed. And according to people who have picked one of these up recently, they are coming with a filler tab, so that is great. We have nothing on the show side of the blade, just their logo there on the pivot. And this is the first time they've done a button plunge lock on the Predator, and I have to say they knocked it out of the park. We have great contact, a very robust plunge lock, nice strong springs. Closing action is phenomenal. Opening action is beautiful. It is so smooth and so solid. This is one of my favorite budget knives of all time. The next knife we're taking a look at is coming in from Miguron. This is called the Dromos, and I have carried this knife an absolute ton. I actually have two of these. This one here has a hand satin trailing point blade, an M390, about 3.5 inches. These are going to range in price from like $150 all the way up to like $190, I believe. It just depends on the version that you get. I think this one falls right there in the middle, a little bit more on the higher side. We have a half moon cutout there and a flipper tab for deployment. The detent on this knife is beautiful. The acoustics are really nice. We're looking at a full titanium handle, beautiful micro milling there on the bolster, a geared tie backspacer, and a really nice milled clip that has worked phenomenal in everything that I've put it in. We have great access to the lock bar with a nice chamfer. Closing action is buttery smooth, very comfortable in hand. Just an absolute home run from Miguron. Next up, a knife that I have carried maybe the most out of any knife on this list. It's in at least the top three. The Tuya Wolf. This knife is phenomenal, guys. These come in right around the $180 price point, and you're going to be getting a boatload for your money here. We have M390, about 3.5 inches. We have a harpoon recurved trailing point tanto blade here. This thing is beautiful looking. We have a hand satin on the flat, and then everything else is a belt satin. It looks great. It is slicey. This area here is great for getting into packages. We have a nice pokey tip here. Just a very versatile blade shape. It's nice and thin in here, which is going to retain your cuts very good and just slice through things. This harpoon area with the jimping makes this really comfortable. Nice sharpening choil. And then we are looking at a orange paper micarta here, but this isn't just any old micarta. It is polished, and we are going to be looking at a G Carta from GL Hansen & Son. So this is a name brand micarta with M390. We also have a full titanium frame, great access to the lock bar with a chamfer. The action on this is superb. Titanium clip and full length tie backspacer. Just makes this a really unique knife, but it is extremely comfortable. It has done everything that I have asked it to do in a very good way, And I couldn't be more happy that I picked this knife up. I picked it up months ago, but I didn't open it up until a couple of weeks back. And since I got this out of the box, I have not put it down. Next up, we're taking a look at the Real Steel Knives Spectrum. And this is another budget ended model coming in right around the $75 price point. There are several variations. We are looking at Nitro V steel, beautiful drop point blade. We are looking at thumb disc for deployment and a nice snappy button plunge lock action. We have a full G10 handle here. We have a deep carry steel rollover pocket clip. It is recessed, but going to be right hand carry only. And Real Steel has taken the G10 innovation to new levels. I mean, they're making full G10 handles like this with G10 pocket clips, but they are making them in such a way that they just continue to work and hold up. Some of the slip joints I have that are all G10, even the back spring, are completely fine, and I have done really dumb stuff with them. This is meant to be a lightweight EDC coming in at 3.5 ounces, 8 inches overall. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Time will tell how this all interacts in there without any steel liners. But so far, there has not been any issues, any lock issues, any movement. Time will tell. The question is up there, but from what Real Steel has done in the past with G10 and what they continue to do, I will not be surprised if that holds up for a very long time. Some of you will love this knife and some of you maybe won't, but I have loved every minute of carrying this knife. This is the Cavill Kamasu here. These are going to range in price as well, from around $290 up to $320. There are several different variations of this model. It is a beautiful knife. It is 3 3/4 inches of M390, has this blasted polish finish on that trailing point blade. We are looking at a front flipper only, but it is one of the best front flippers I have handled in quite a while. The design, it cants back, it's jimped well, it's raised high enough. It just works really good in combination with that detent. It is a beautiful action and addictive action. Even the rollover and whatever else you want to do, you can do with this. Full titanium handle. We have a bunch of G-Mascus inserts into the titanium handle. Tie backspacer, tie pocket clip, nice long strip of G-Mascus here. I think this is a really cool knife, really unique. And if you enjoy trailing points with a premium feel, this would be a great one to consider. One I haven't had a ton of time with, just a couple of weeks, but one that I've carried quite a bit is the new Kaiser Parakeet here. And this is an interesting little knife. I wish they would have put it out in a little bit bigger size, but hey, whatever they want to do, right? But really like this knife. Coming in Nitro V, we have a satin finish, sheep's foot blade, dual thumb studs for deployment. I really like the clear acrylic handles over top of the steel liners. We have a redone deep carry steel rollover clip here. It's reversible. I really like this clip from Kaiser. And then we are looking at their second installment of a button compression lock here. And what's cool about the clear is you can see when you push that button, you can see that lock bar actually moving back and forth. You can see where the detent ball is seated. Just a really cool little knife here. And these are going to be very inexpensive. Several different choices and a couple of different price points. But the Parakeet from Kaiser, I think, is a home run if you're looking for a secondary size knife. The next knife we're taking a look at is not only one of my most carried knives on this list, but it is one of the most heavily used knives on this list. And I'm talking about the USA-made ZT0044. This is the first zero tolerance that I've had in a while, and there's a reason for that because they don't put out a ton of models, and they haven't put out a ton of models that have been real appealing to me. And I have said in the past, if you're going to do a button plunge lock, this is the way that it is done right here. I have handled some very expensive ProTech and WE knives button lock flippers, and I would put this up there with the best of them. This knife comes in around $340. I do think the price is a little high, but considering the day and age we live in, it kind of makes sense at that point. S45VN for our blade steel, a nice satin finish, drop point blade, very versatile blade shape, nice sharpening choil. The flipper tab design is really well done, especially for the light switch. We have a full titanium handle here and a deep carry steel rollover pocket clip that is going to be reversible. We are looking at about 7.5 inches overall with 3.2 inches of S45. Really like what ZT is doing with the 44. This is easily the most expensive knife on this list. We are talking about the Reich knife Thor 6M. This knife comes in $465. There are 4 or 5 different variations of this knife, and you might be saying $465? That is a lot of money. Well, there are knives that are much more expensive than this one here. We're looking at M390 for our blade steel drop point blade, kind of a harpoon drop point. We do have this cutout here and a rear flipper for deployment. The flipper action is incredible. Nice sharpening choil here. And then we have a full titanium integral handle. And this isn't just no basic ass B right here. This has milling anywhere and everywhere that it can. We have all kinds of cutouts, all kinds of different milling spots on the blade, on the handle, on the pocket clip. Just an incredible looking knife and design. You are going to pay for it though. In this case, we do have good access to the lock bar with a chamfer and jimping. You can use the cutout for the reverse flick and the thumb flick, but I've carried this a ton recently, and I would say that my go-to is that flipper tab. The detent is tuned perfectly for that, and surprisingly, at least in my hand, this knife is really comfortable, and I know several other people out there who have picked one of these up and been very happy with them, and I know some people who have went and got 2 of these. And another budget pick going down around the $40 mark, we are talking about the SRM 258 here. We're looking at a PVD coated drop point blade in D2. Nice sharpening choil here. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. Sharpening choil is phenomenal. We're talking textured G10 here. In this case, it is purple. They have a bunch of different variations you can choose. And then we have a deep carry clip that is on the butt mounted, and it is going to be reversible. We have nice, strong crossbar lock springs in there. Great access to that crossbar lock. A full backspacer. It is actually an integral frame, but it is the entire frame, so it's an integral, but it gives you that full length backspacer feel. And then here on the butt end, we do have more purple G10 to infill with a hidden lanyard post. At the price of this knife, if you're just looking for an affordable, full-size folding knife that's going to get the job done, SRM is a great company to take a look at. Next up, we're taking a look at the North Mountain Blade Kaiken, and this is coming in around the $120 price point. We are looking at SLD Magic tool steel here, kind of that traditional Japanese tanto blade shape. Definitely a pokey, piercy, stabby type of blade. I saw somebody say a steak knife, and that is definitely a good correlation. Black G10 handle here. We have a deep carry clip, and it is going to be reversible. It is recessed there into the scales, going to make this a nice carry. I wouldn't consider this a robust knife or an overbuilt knife, but for casual EDC, this knife will get the job done. It is a front flipper design, but more of a top flipper movement. It works really good, and the detent is tuned nicely. The jimping is done well. It's nice and snappy, very comfortable in hand. If you like traditional Japanese aesthetics, North Mountain Blade is definitely a company to go check out. Next up, we're taking a look at the new QSP Hedgehog, but not just any old Hedgehog. This is the new Spear Point, and for people who've been around for some time, they'll know I love the Hedgehog, the Sheepsput, the original. I've bought in several of them, and I am so happy they put out this Spear Point version. These are going to come in right around the $70 to $80 mark. It depends on where, and I believe which version you get. They have a bunch of different ones you can choose from. I will have what I can linked down below in the description, where I can as well. This is the red marbled finish, and they have wood. I believe they're coming out with new exclusives as well. I think there's micartas and G10s, polished steel bolsters here. The 14C that QSP does is absolutely phenomenal. We have this nice mid-length pull here, and the walk and talk is really good. If you asked me, who should you go get a traditional slip joint from that's going to be under $100, I would say no question about it, go with a QSP. They have a phenomenal fit and finish when it comes to their slip joints, the materials that they use, and if you want to bump it up even more, they offer different Hedgehogs in M390 and titanium and carbon fiber, and those are usually around $150. They also do a lot of OEM work for traditional pocket knives and his slip joints, which are out of this world good for the price. Absolutely love the QSP Hedgehog. I threw a little lanyard on here, and I've actually been carrying this in a Caval Knives leather clip slip. So that's how I've been rocking this thing out. But if you want a traditional, QSP is where I would look. Next up, we are taking a look at the Jack Wolf Knives Diamondback Jack. I have carried this thing an absolute ton. These are still available at certain places, and I know at Traditional Pocket Knives, this exact one is available with the Purple Haze fat carbon fiber. We have a nice satin finished Wharncliffe blade in S90V. That belt satin is absolutely beautiful. Nice sharpening choil. We have really dark blasted titanium handles. We have a matching titanium backspacer and pocket clip to go with our carbon fiber. We have really good access to the lock bar, even though it appears like there might not be. It works really, really good. We have a front flipper that is designed really well. We also have this little cutout here on both sides that you can use to reverse and thumb flick this thing out. The action on these are phenomenal, and the acoustics are some of the best that I have ever handled or had on any knife. It almost don't matter how you flick this thing out. It is going to ting every time. It is so damn good and so addictive. This is easily one of my favorite Jack Wolf knives that have come out to date. The Diamondback is an absolute home run. Next up, a knife that I have carried a ton recently, the new Concept Tipper. I love this thing, guys. It's going to come in a bunch of different variations and a bunch of different price points. We are looking at S35VN on our steel choice here, a nice satin finish on this particular one. We have this crazy, here again, harpoon trailing point Tanto style blade. Not only is it very unique in a very good way, it works good. It does. It works. It's almost like people, and I fit into that same description, guys. I look at a knife like this and it doesn't look to be that utilitarian, right? But if you get one of these and you use it in the way that you want to use the knife, you're going to find in a lot of cases the knife is just going to get the job done. I have found that a lot recently with trailing point blades that they don't, and I'm still trying to overcome that by looking at them. They just maybe they look really cool, but they might not be the most utilitarian looking knives. But I'm telling you what, guys, they just continue to work and do what I asked them to do. And the tipper here from Concept is going to be the same exact thing. very unique blade shape. It's just going to work. You got a pokey tip here. You got two separate edges. This comes down nice and thin. The studs are not in the path of the edge there. They are well done. Nice oversized studs. The detent is really, really nice on this knife. You can fire the hell out of this blade, and they give you plenty of room to get to both sides and come in from whichever way you prefer. We have a titanium handle, backspacer, and pocket clip with really good access to that lock bar. The action on this knife is superb. This is one of my favorite knives to come out over the last month or two. It's not always about utility for me. I am a collector first and foremost, so I enjoy things like this right here and several of the other knives we've had on the table today. I'm a big fan of unique knives that just work, and the Concept Tipper here is a phenomenal, phenomenal knife. I know a lot of people have asked about this knife, picked one of these up, and also love this knife, and I have to agree. You guys will have to let me know, what was your favorite knife from today's video? I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. If you're new to my channel here and you enjoy knife and EDC content, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe because I release daily videos just like this. I'll pop up a couple of new videos on your screen. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. I'll catch you on the next one.